Okay, so now if I talk about what is chain of command, so chain of command is simply the line of authority that shows us upper level of organization, lower level of organization, and clarifies who reports to whom. This is what the keywords I have described. And if I talk about the whole definition, so it's the continuous line of authority that extends from upper level of an organization, like top to the bottom, right, to the lowest level of organization, and clarifies who has to report to whom. So it gives the idea that if the problem has been occurred, or how a system will run, basically who has to report officially to whom, who is responsible of doing what task. Chain of command clearly makes us understand of that. Okay, so if I talk about what is authority, so we are having two types of authority. Number one is line authority, number two is staff authority. What is line authority? Line authority is to give rights to the manager to direct the work of an employee. It's the employer and employee relationship. What is the staff authority? It's the position with some authority that has been created to support, assist, and advise those holding line authorities. Let me explain you with the help of an example. Okay, so for instance, let's assume that I'm the human resource management director, and being a director, this is my line responsibility, that I am managing the whole department. But being a director, I cannot effectively handle all, or I cannot manage all of the activities by my own. So that's why I have created some departments like recruitment department, performance management department, compensation departments. These are actually staff functions. They are going to just suggest me, they are going to be a support function for me. The decisions that I am going to take would be the original decision, as I am having the line authority of human resource management department. They are just going to play a role of staff functions. They are going to be a supportive function for me, that they are going to aid me in making decisions, but the original decision that it's going to take place will be my decision. So this is what the example that I have created for you, so that you can get the idea that how staff authority works. Here we are discussing about what is responsibility and unity of command. Responsibility is simply the obligation or expectation to perform any assigned duty. For example, if I am going to assign some assignment to you, so it's the obligation that you have, it's your responsibility now to perform, or to come up with the solve assignment that I have assigned you. So this is what the obligation or expectation to perform is, right? Now, what is unity of command? It means that each person should report to only one manager. We have also discussed this concept in chapter number 2, Henry Fayol's 14 functions, if you remember. So it's the same thing that has been discussed here, that the management principle, that each person should report to only one manager, because the directions should be very clear and from only one manager, so that a person could perform well. And to avoid the chaotic and confusing situation, it's necessary that every organization should follow unity of command method. So here we are having the concept of a span of control, which you already know. So let me revive you quickly, that span of control means how many employees can a manager efficiently and effectively manage in his supervision. That's what I have written here is as well, that the number of employees who can be managed by a supervisor or by a manager, how much employees can be handled by a manager. This is what the span of control is. If we talk about what is centralization and decentralization, centralization means the degree to which decision making is concentrated at the upper level of the organization. It's like how the decision making process has been going on, and centralization means the top managers or top management is involved in decision making only. Decentralization, the degree to which lower level employees also provide their input or actually make decisions too. So this is known as decentralization. You already know these concepts, we have discussed in each chapter. What is employee empowerment? Giving employees more authority, power, delegation, that they can also make decisions and they are also having rights to take initiative. So that's how employee feel empowered. So this is the concept of employee empowerment. A quick snapshot of what mechanistic and organic structures are. If we talk about mechanistic, so these are the design that are organizational design that are obviously rigid and tightly controlled, highly rules and regulation oriented, standardized, formalized. If we talk about what are organic organizations or organic structure, so they are, this is the design that's highly adaptive and flexible. We can also observe decentralization in this structure. So these are some comparison that I'm having here. Mechanistic are high in a specialization. We can see in organic cross-functional teams are managed. Rigid departmentalization, very tightly managed cross hierarchical teams are made. Clear chain of command, free flow of information. Narrow span of control, wide span of control. Centralization, as top management is highly involved in the making decisions. Here decentralization, so employees are also giving their feedbacks and are involved in decision making. High formalization means high rules and regulation oriented. Low formalization means not, yeah, yani flexible in terms of making decisions and rules and regulations.